If you enjoy our channel, hit like and subscribe.
Well, we're back. Been away for a while. Been busy with life. Life really beating us down.
Isn't that the
It's
truth?
been rough. A lot of death.
Yeah.
But just to show that this YouTube channel is still going and we're still going, here's a video.
What do we have?
Well, U.S. Canton Police Department releases body cam footage after Frank E Tyson dies.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. And I've got a lot of views on cops, and I got a lot of views on the kind of people they have to deal with, and it can be conflicting.
Yeah.
You can't brush everything with one broad.
Probe.
Yeah,
You gotta try to look at everything.
which that's one of the great problems with being political minded and politically driven. Politics is like it's like brain rot. You're gonna have your politics, but my point is don't let it paint your whole belief system and your whole reality. So I'm gonna play this. You're gonna see what happens here. Providing it will load.
No, we're going outside. We're going outside. No, you're killing me. You ain't killing me tonight. You ain't killing me. No, you guys are killing me. They're on here. They're trying to kill me. 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 You're on the sheriff. Go on the sheriff. Go on the sheriff first. Go on the sheriff. Go on the sheriff. They're trying to kill me. Go on the sheriff. Go on the sheriff. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. You're gonna get sprayed. I'll get close, sheriff. You're gonna get sprayed. Don't spray. Call the sheriff. Don't spray. Call the sheriff. They're gonna kill me. Get over me. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Stop fighting.
Of course, they put them on leave. Cops straight up murder people all the time, and they just put them on leave, instead of charging them or even firing them.
Oh my God.
Now, I'm not just trying to be down on cops. There are times they do good, they do their job, they're needed, and there's times they go overboard. I believe a good many of them become adrenaline junkies. And a good many of them deal with so much crap out of people, that's all they can see out of people anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, they put their job is very dangerous to begin with, and if all you're dealing with is drug dealers and meth heads and stuff like that,
Primers.
yeah, that's
it. I'll explain that in a minute, but
that's all they're gonna see. They're not gonna see anything else.
They're calling this Floyd 2.0, as in George Floyd, who the same thing happened to.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this man was doing for him to be put on the ground and a bunch of cops on top of him.
Well, it looked like clearly he was mentally disturbed.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know the situation. I'd have been there. I'd have to be, briefed on everything.
But could they not tell they were choking that man?
Here's the thing. You can be dying and can't breathe and still say, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
For one, there's blood pressure. You'll feel your blood pressure going up. You'll feel you can't get oxygen. I don't know if that's a psychological effect or physical effect. Could be both or either. But yeah, it takes existing air to run over your larynx, your vocal cords. Say I can't breathe to say stuff, but then you still can't get the air deep down in. Oh, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell all the ins and outs of it, but I do know there is a difference, and you can very well say I can't breathe, and you really can't breathe.
Well, it looked to me like they had their knee on his chest and had him all turned into a pretzel, basically, and no, you're not going to be able to breathe.
it could have very well been his blood pressure and that scuffle, which again, I don't know the situation that well. I don't. It didn't look to me like he was struggling hard, but still, manhandling him and then pinning him like that, it could have very well been his blood pressure, which you will feel like you can't breathe. In some cases, you really can't.
Well, I mean, if I don't know how much that cop weighed, but I'm guessing he weighed a good 200
Well,
pounds. And
not all of them, but a good many of them are steroid freaks.
yeah, and it's a proven fact if you take steroids, your anger's going to be
Yeah,
through the roof.
your aggression.
Yeah. I mean, they had their knee on his chest, pressing down with their weight, trying to handcuff him or something. I mean,
I don't know whether this Canton is.
I think it's Ohio,
Yeah, that sounds right.
but they had their knee on his chest and they had their weight on him. No, he's going to smother to death.
Or blood pressure for that matter.
Yeah. They, not all cops do this stuff, I'm sure. Not all of them do.
Well,
But
I think
the ones that do are just.
I think a big part of the problem comes in that when one cop is doing it, the others back him up, and if he says anything against it, the whole police department is likely going to go against him.
Yeah.
Another problem is when they say defund the police, and that makes a lot of people mad. Maybe that's bad wording. We need to not send cops in for situations that could be handled more delicately, because
Yeah.
most cops will tell you, you call me in, I'm ready for action, I'm going to handle it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't need that kind of attention, that way of handling it.
Well, they didn't even try to talk to him or any damn thing.
So if you break down, well, last I heard anyway, it may have changed by now, but if you break down what they mean by defund the police, it's about sectioning it up into people who come in for mental health care and all such, which cops come, they're expecting violence. Their adrenaline's up. That's what they're there for in many cases, and that's not always needed.
Yeah, I mean, there's been many cases where the cops were called for people that had mental disabilities, and they just trashed them.
Well, I know about small towns, and I've seen oftentimes the cops in the small towns decked out. They all have new police vehicles. They're decked out in vests and all kinds of stuff on their vests, like they're going into a war zone. When it's just not happening here like that. No SWAT. There is no SWAT in these small towns. No one gets swatted. There's no great threat, but they get the money for it and they get geared up like that.
Yeah, I mean, they get new cars all the time where everybody else is having to struggle. But, I've seen
Well,
cases.
that's not even my point. Is, they're geared up like they're going to war when they're just having to deal with everyday people. Now that's not the case everywhere. You get more of a city environment, they might need all that.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. They might. But I just don't understand why they can't gauge the situation first.
Well,
I mean, it don't take long.
I believe that many of them develop PTSD from their jobs, and profiling, which is human nature. Everybody profiles. You can't help but do it. My point is, I think they should rotate them. They shouldn't have anybody doing that part of the job for long.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, because.
The problem comes in there is training and knowing the environment. So yeah, it's not as easy as it's said.
Well, I mean, that is a good idea to rotate them around so no one person has to deal with that kind of thing all the time.
There's not really anything to read on this page that I haven't already read. I'm going to go on to another topic here.
Okay. What is this?
Harvey Weinstein. Conviction overturned by New York appeals court.
What?
Okay. I do believe that everyone knows he's guilty. He looks sleazy. From what I've seen, he kind of acts sleazy. I believe. I mean, in Hollywood, everyone knew in Hollywood.
What in the world?
Although I do believe in Hollywood, there's probably a lot more of that type going around that needs to be put away.
Yeah. You could not pay me enough.
Okay. Apparently, he's 72 years old. That's old. And a lot of people die around that age, but he's been rich and he's been in a different environment. He could very well live to be 90.
True. But they overturned all that.
Well, it reminds me of the Epstein thing.
Oh, yeah.
All these rich people, they got away with doing their sicko stuff. And then, the person they locked up off to himself. Yeah, okay, sure. With guards and a camera and this.
Please.
Okay, if you got enough connections, you've got enough money, kind of like OJ. You're gonna get far even in the worst scenarios.
Well, the thing about it is this old pervert can pretend all he wants to. We know the truth. We all know the truth. We know the truth. And from my understanding, it was common knowledge that he did this kind of thing all the time.
I don't remember exactly how it originally all went down, but I know the Me Too movement is attached to it somehow. Okay, it's good they took down one predator, but the Me Too movement has been used like a loaded gun against men everywhere. Men are scared shitless.
Well, the thing is the Me Too movement don't really include men.
Yeah. It's like that. I believe it was Terry Crews came forward and said a big name person in Hollywood grabbed him and wanted him to perform, and they were like, "You're a man, you can't say that. You can't be a part of this." And he got hell for it.
Yeah.
It doesn't include men. That's one big flaw. Another big flaw is it's weaponized.
Yeah,
it's weaponized feminism.
Well, didn't Amber Heard use this Me Too movement against Johnny Depp?
Yeah, and several people used it against Marilyn Manson as well.
Yeah, and I think, if the Me Too movement should include everybody because men get done that way too. And guess what the Me Too movement isn't speaking up against? The kids that get done this way in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I just ran in a video today. It disturbed me. They seen this man, where one of these events where they put the camera on you. Well, there was this man with his boy, and they caught him off guard. He was kind of like doing nudging, kissing motions at the boy's cheek, and then went licking and sucking his ear.
Oh my God.
It gets worse in a way.
Oh.
He realizes he's on camera and he smiles and he plays it up. The boy doesn't flinch, which means the boy is used to it.
Okay?
When you have a scenario like that,
oh my God,
you need to skip the court. You need to just straight skip the court.
Well, did somebody get the kid away?
I believe it is still unknown who the man is.
Somebody needs to find out. I mean, my God.
Yeah, I didn't really want to put that video on here.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't. I can't watch that kind of thing.
On to other very strange news. Very strange here.
Okay, what is this?
Streamers and gamers are noticing they have dents in their heads due to prolonged headphone use. You get these streamers that are on there, I don't know, 8 hours a day or however long. Headphones, always for years, headphones, right?
Oh, Lord.
This motherfucker shaves his head.
They look deformed.
He shaves his head and he has a dent.
Oh
Now,
my.
I've got dents in my head, but it's been because
Because you had your head busted
yeah,
so
I've
much.
lived rough. I've lived rougher than anyone should, and I've had my head busted quite a few times. But it wasn't from okay, which probably from a lot of bad ideas, but it wasn't from this. This is insane.
This is retarded. I'm sorry to say that word like that, but it
Oh,
is.
you're using the hard R, one of the hard R's.
What?
Okay.
I'm very confused. Am I not supposed to?
Yeah, it's a word and it has a definition, but apparently it can't be used for anything anymore. You know
Oh,
what that is?
no.
Redundant. No, no, the other word. Anyway, okay. There's this game, Stellar Blade,
Yeah.
and everybody's mad. Comes out of Korea, and everybody's mad because it has a very sexualized main character woman.
Okay.
The uh, the woke people are mad
Why?
because they're trying to desexualize everybody. They're trying to make everybody look like Transformer Decepticons. Anyway,
Oh.
okay. So the game finally come out, and they kind of rigged up something. They acted like something racist was discovered in it. But if you watch the timestamps, the like within minutes of each other, this person goes, "I discovered this," and there was news articles popping up within minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it said hard R, right?
Yeah.
And it was the hard was painted on the wall, and there was a sign that said R, so hard R, which everybody took as you know in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I feel I feel really stupid. Not being able to say certain words is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gimped by by
I mean,
language.
it's hard to know how to put
Okay,
things.
okay. So people complain. They're like, "That's racist." So I believe it was Sony made them change it or whatever the case. So they changed it to crime R. Then somebody discovered that's actually a slang word meaning the people who go out and steal things, which and break things and steal things, which
Yeah.
guess who those people usually are.
Yeah.
So it's kind of now quickly becoming a new slang word, crimer.
Oh. Oh, okay.
They really shot themselves in the foot with that
Oh,
one.
no. Oh, no. Oh, this is stupid.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Meow 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 meow.
This sounds like the cat.
Oh my God!
Yep. Yep.
Well, yeah, that's all I'm gonna report on for the moment. I'm gonna keep this short.
Okay. Well, you can like and subscribe. We are on YouTube and Rumble.
A
Bye,
wild anime
everybody.
girl just ran through. Anyway,
Bye, everybody. See you on the
okay,
next one.
we're out.